Hello. I think y'all can hear me. Other people talk. Hello? Oh, my voice died? Oh no. Hi, everyone. I think I may be having some errors on my end. I think we're fine. Okay. I'm gonna get y'all set up really quick, because I think I didn't do that. Other people speak.
I'll talk. I'm talking. I'm talking. Um.
I am a
I'm
single
tired of talking.
mint.
Now we're talking. The best
Yeah, we're
way
good.
to start any conversation.
Yeehaw! I'm rootin' tootin' talking going on here.
Yeah, I think everyone should be
Bye,
audible at this point.
Hawley.
Hopefully everything continues to run okayly, because I'm really, kind of burning the candle at both ends with my computer here. So hopefully it sounds okay. Cassie, say something.
My name is Cassie, and I'm here to say I'm really sassy in a major way.
Cool.
I do like birds.
Yeah, Minty's bird is so good.
Very, very good
Great.
bird.
Very, very. It's top tier bird.
Yeah.
Lily did an amazing job on it.
World is a
Thank you.
chirp.
World is a chirp. So yeah, if y'all can hear any one person, you can probably hear everyone. I'm gonna. I don't know why it's like it was way better last time, and nothing has changed. Like literally, this is the exact same setup, and yet it's literally like draining my computer so much.
It's the icons, obviously. The power of your art has
Close
changed.
The Epic Game Store.
I'm gonna close some of my background.
Sorry, I have such a
apps and
wild
hopefully-
audio configuration, so sometimes I need to like tell people in the real world things, and it's like, okay. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to It's Up to You Really, the first ever actual play of Zombie Survivalist Second Edition, a Powered by the Apocalypse game by Cody, Hawley, and Riley Hopkins. I'm Bird Allergies. My pronouns are she, they, and I will be acting as the game master. Who wants to go next?
I'm Rosie. My pronouns are she, her.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm Minty, and my pronouns are she, her, 90% of the time.
I'm Peter the Audiovore, and my pronouns are he, him.
I'm Cassie, the bee, and my pronouns are nay, nim, nears.
Cool. If you want to learn more about these people and see their things, you can go into the chat and use the exclamation point commands for any of their names, including myself, and you can get names and pronouns for them and their characters. So that's you got that. Okay, so today, oh wait, hang on, we're missing a piece of text. It vanished. Now playing. Boop. There we go. Excellent. Okay. So, we are going to be doing first. We're going to go through the characters. So we're going to be playing today. We're going to be playing, this group from Prime Square, which those who are not here last time is right here. If you follow my mouse on the left-hand side of the map, it's this little square here. It's a wonderful little community with frogs and all sorts of magic and farming, and it's a good place to live. It's got a banjo circle. So yeah, who wants to go first? Sort of describe your character, tell us a bit about them, and also the playbook that you picked, the move that you picked, and their weapon and even armor or items. Pretty much just give us a good image of, you know, your character and what they can do.
Oh gosh, right. We should have like an order for this.
Really
I'm
should.
I'm Minty, and I'm going to be playing. As you can see, this lovely little bird. I do, in fact, just really, really love birds. And just like introduce our character. You said.
Yeah, and also talk about your playbook and moves. I think
Okay,
specifically.
so she is the Tool Lord. It's the one that I picked there, and the moves that I picked are the Junkyard Scavenger. Do you want me to just like read off what the text says?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You're good at making do with what's around you. Roll wits. On 7 to 9, you find a small amount of basic crafting supplies, enough to make what you need, but with a drawback. So that's going to be wonderful. Then there is frugal. You have a knack for logistics and optimizing supplies. You get crafting items back on a full success. The group also uses less condition to maintain base. And then routine maintenance, which is when you compartmentalize your feelings and work aimlessly on a project. Roll wits. 7 to 9, you're able to let your thoughts, but you don't deal with them. On a 10 plus, you learn something new about yourself by thinking about your past, regain 2d6 stress and mark experience. On a miss, you're overwhelmed with the stress of it all and don't confront anything. And you spend 1d6 stress. So that's going to be fun. For like the what she has, I decided to take the one-armed armor, which I'm flavoring as like just a giant cooking mitt. Because the high concept of this character that I'm playing here is, what if Cooking Mama had a sword? A few other details, I guess. She's got a really, really big spatula, which I'm just using as a reflavored shovel. I could probably make it up there, but I don't feel confident in doing that just yet. And she's got like a spice bandolier and stuff. And do you want me to like go over motivations and stuff?
Yeah, if you'd like to. So I'm just gonna explain the way that motivation works in this game, and it's like kind of part of characters and factions, is that all characters and factions have a sort of grid that describes their sort of first reaction to things, which is their intention, the thing that they are working towards, which is their ambition, and then also the thing that they would like, the world that they would see, or you know, like their like sort of like end goal, which is their conclusion, and finally the thing that makes it hard for them to reach their ambition or conclusion, which is their affliction. So yeah, if you want to go ahead through those, Minty.
Okay, so these might change just a little because I'm still like working through like the character itself, but her ambition is to seek the best and greatest ingredients, because her intention is to become known as the greatest chef across the land, and her end goal is kind of just to the word that I put down here is, I must grill to defeat God. But which in a less like comedic sense is mostly just to be like, I want to make something so good that it could like knock out some of the most powerful beings alive. And this last one I am still playing with, which is her affliction, is either going to be cursed to be called Grill Daddy or cursed to be the Vriska.
Cool.
Excellent.
People can probably see that I'm reconfiguring the Streamlabs setup as we do this, just because I realized that it might be better to have the dice be in the center and then just have the map be something that I can put over everything else if necessary. But yeah, who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Cool.
My character. Oh no, I lost my my sheet. my character is Clip. She uses the pronouns she, hers, hers. She's using the student playbook. Clip is an angel who went to an academy that was run by the Parliament, which is the shitty evil faction, if you remember from last time. And now she lives in the community of the Prime Square, and some of her moves and stuff are fur baby. You, like every other person your age, have elected to get a pet instead of a baby. Little did they know that a pet can be useful and a baby can't do shit. Pick a danger with the pet tag and claim it as a pet. Be reasonable. When you and your pet have some alone time, you gain back 1d6 stress. So I might have been unreasonable because I wanted my pet to be a dragon, and there is in the book you can't have a dinosaur as a pet. One dinosaur is a pterodactyl, so it's kind of a pterodactyl, but it's a dragon named Billy, and she's just sort of like a solid black dragon that's covered in eyes.
Cool. I think you cut out a bit there in some places. I think it was specifically the move lets you pick a danger, which is basically a monster in this game. Well, if you're like, drawing comparison to like basic fantasy RPGs, that's what it is. But yeah, you picked the pterodactyl as the framework for this dragon. Yes.
Yeah, I just gave it all the same moves. I didn't want to get. I feel like I was already a little bit unreasonable. I didn't want to go further than the pterodactyl.
That's fair.
My
It's
second
reasonable
move
to me.
is menace to society. You and other people who can't just enjoy things are adept at destroying corrupt industries. You gain lift when you act in defiance against any tradition or value the group base holds. I'm looking forward to seeing how this move plays out, because I love being a person who just can't enjoy things.
Hmm.
And my third move, which is maybe my favorite move in the student playbook, is you literally cannot tell me what to do. When someone tries to tell you what to do, gain lift to immediately do the opposite. When you do, you may roll 2d6 plus heart. On 10 plus, you gain 3 prank hold. On 7 to 9, you gain 2. You may spend prank hold at any time to make the person look like a buffoon to everyone. They will know it's your fault. On a miss, take 1 prank hold, but things will get out of hand. And to just go over my motivation briefly, Clip's intention is to disrupt authority wherever she sees it. Her ambition is to feel truly independent. Her conclusion is that there is nobody left that can tell her what to do, and her affliction is a desire for stability. And are we going to go into items also here?
Yeah, if you want to talk a bit about your items.
Oh yeah. Well, Clip is sort of an angel because of her magic dragon. So she has a magic halo that turns into a scythe, and the scythe is just called Eye. It doesn't technically have a name, but its name is just it's an eye. It's an eye basically. Just think when you think of its name, think of an eye.
One eye.
One eye. And it has some cool tags like it can make you bleed 1. It has radiant 2, which means it hurts zombies more. It's retrievable and bound to me because it turns into a little halo, which is very convenient. And it's also temperamental, which me and Lily talked a lot about how it was temperamental in a way that I'm very excited about. That'll definitely come up during play.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Ooh.
how that works when we get there.
It will be fun. I love the temperamental tag so much in this game. It makes me very happy.
It's a good one.
And I don't have any armor. I'm brave.
Nice. Who's next? Audio or Cassie?
I will be the next to speak. So my character is Garvel Sand, and he is an old man who used to, in his youth, be fight on the side of the Parliament before he realized he was doing evil and not a good guy. He then spent some time deeply depressed, and then when the broadcast came out that the speaker had been killed, he decided he kind of found found his will to keep going, and has decided to commit what's left of his lifespan to helping the next generation kind of build a better leaving than the systems he was a part of. So, relating to that, his intention is to do right by the next generation, because he realizes that like his generation made all sorts of mistakes and really just kind of did what they were told without questioning it too much, and so he's not interested in a position of leadership. He doesn't trust himself to lead. His ambition is that he's hoping he can earn forgiveness for all of his many sins. His conclusion is if he can be at peace with his past, so then that'll leave him satisfied. If he can, find it in himself to forgive himself, but that's gonna be, an arc, a whole thing. And his affliction is the echoes of his crimes. So like, people who survived like attacks that he was a part of or whatever. My own being hoisted by my own petard at all opportunities.
Nice.
The playbook I'm using for him is the Enforcer, to represent that he spent almost all of his life just fighting and not really learning to do anything else.
Cool.
And for the moves that I picked, I took Armored Professional, which is the text of that is you're always ready. Your body starts with 1 armor, and you can add 1 more level of armor to all armor you wear. Also, you cannot take more than 10 damage in between your turns, and that sort of represents all the cybernetics and stuff that the Parliament put in him over his career. I have Eyes on the Prize. Back before the world fell, you performed a myriad of stakeout and recon missions. You always know what to keep your eyes out for when scouting the area. When you roll for On the Road again, you may spend 2d6 stress to gain an equal amount of hold to be spent on Reveal a Scene as well. So, he's very experienced at, like, looking out for danger and stuff. And the last move I picked is You May Know Me From My Work, which the text of that is, The devil has heard of you. Good for you. You can roll lethality on Meet with Death, but the forces will ask much more of you, to represent that he and Death are well familiar with each other, both from his own near-death experiences and how many bad stuff he did.
Nice.
And as far as equipment, he has like a simple set of like riding, cowboy riding leathers. He's got his chaps, he's got his duster, he's got his hat, and he does have 1 weapon, which he keeps hidden in like under a pile of trash in his house because he doesn't want to think about it. I'm currently tentatively calling it Heartseeker. I'm not committed to the name. It's a trick weapon that can change between being a halberd or a sort of old style rifle. And I haven't 100% finished its tags yet. Lily and I are going to work those out in the near future.
Yeah.
But it is a cursed weapon that he cannot get rid of. It is bound to him, and it whispers into his mind. And it was created by the Parliament for him when he was doing murders on their behalf. So it is not a good thing, and he doesn't like to pick it up when he doesn't have to.
Cool. And Cassie?
That's really good.
Hello. I'm playing a character named Acerola. They also have name nears pronouns. What should I start with? My moves first?
Yeah, playbook and moves.
Okay. I have the Artisan playbook, which is just sort of in flavor with just my character. Is a sort of like artsy musician type, and they have the first move, which is We Are All Air Conditioners, which allows me to excuse suspicious actions that me and my companions are engaging in by using my clout as an artist and spending 1d6 of stress. And yeah, on on a good roll, people will either just like look the other way or even like try to help us. On
I don't think it even has to be a good roll. I think they just do it if you spend the stress.
wait, really?
Yeah, it's just they will leave you alone, or maybe help with, or maybe they will offer to help as long as you spend the stress.
This is even better than I thought it was. Then I have craft and cosplay. I can create disguises for both myself and for my allies. I can roll 2d6 plus heart. On a 10, I pick 1. On a 7 to 9, I pick 2, and on a miss, I pick 3. Which the numbers that you pick are just flaws with the disguises, basically. And on bad rolls, you have disguises with more flaws, such as it is hot, uncomfortable, or encumbering to wear, or certain details wouldn't pass a close inspection. It impairs your sight or hearing, or finally, there's a big zipper on the back of the disguise. And yeah, I love all these moves, honestly. And then my final one is Perfectionist. Whenever I craft a weapon or gear, I can add 1 effect or remove one restriction. And I can give 1 hold as opposed to 2 hold when I don't finish an item in time, which I still don't quite understand what that means.
So basically what that means is that when this game kind of takes time very vaguely, but when you like go to rest and like do like downtime stuff, if your character like fails that stuff and then needs more time, I get some nasty things that I can do, or I can do good things, but like the passage of time can be a dangerous thing in this game. So that move basically just makes it so that if you take more time than you have, or if you ask for more time, you will or not ask for more time, but take more time. You'll I'll only be able to use 1 of those nasty things instead of 2. Well, if you want to, like you can choose to take the 2, but you have the option to take 1, which you usually don't have.
I see. Okay, that seems pretty good too. Yeah. Then the motivations.
Yeah.
Or okay. My character is very lazy. Their near intention is to eliminate all bummers and disruptions to near life. Ambition to create ultimate relaxation, just a future full of everybody just chilling out, doing nothing in a giant corn husk hammock kind of thing. Conclusion: world peace by way of everyone not caring about anything anymore. So like, I just feel like it would just be this kind of thing of like, hey, want to go on a hike? Nah. End of conversation. That's the kind of world New would prefer. And
Finally,
affliction.
paradise.
Yeah. Boredom, outside disturbances, thirst for attention, where it's just kind of like everybody gets lonely sometimes. And so they can't live according to your ideals like fully because of that.
Makes sense.
Claims to be pro laziness, does things anyway.
Well, definitely pro laziness, but after a while you get bored of not doing anything, or you can't help but do things if people like drag you along on an adventure. So they would definitely be the type of person who like, do we have to go? Like, I want to play video games, kind of thing.
And what's their item
Or
weapon, rather?
Wanda. My item is Wanda, which is both a weapon and an item that can be used for different things. It's a magical object that can transform between like a paintbrush and a flute. And when it's in its paintbrush form, I can sort of paint on thin air like it was the magic pencil in SpongeBob or something, and like create objects and stuff, like weapons, like an average sword to fight with, kind of thing. And when it's a flute, I can use that to try and commune with nature.
Ooh.
Really good. I do want to say, to be fair, the pencil and SpongeBob couldn't draw on thin air. It had to be on a surface to draw
That's
things.
true.
But I
same
mean, wasn't there like some point where like, he like draws like a mustache on someone, or someone draws a mustache on
that
someone,
was
and it's
that was on a surface on their face.
Okay, but the mustache was raised in the air. And this is No.
It started on the thing. It's what matters, I think.
but like there's like kind of a distance between it and like the lip that it's on.
I think the point is it's the pencil made initial contact with their face, and then
Alright,
from there it expanded off. I think that's to initially make contact with an object in SpongeBob, is all I'm saying.
all right.
The challenge
Maybe
being
like-
we say
maybe
that
more
Banjos does not
accessible-
operate on SpongeBob mechanics.
Okay.
Does the paintbrush in Mario, can it draw in thin air? I never played Mario Sunshine.
Wasn't there a Mickey game, like a Wii game?
Oh, yeah.
Where Mickey had
Epic Mickey.
Mickey's epic paintbrush kind of thing.
It could
Mickey.
draw. I mean, it could draw in thin air, but it also had to like fill in like a ghost gap where a thing was, just mechanically.
Yeah. Mickey's epic fail.
Mickey in the
Mickey's
paint
epic
zone.
fail. The
Um,
chalk. Rudy's chalk could draw in thin air, couldn't it?
I think.
it could.
I think it was just called Epic Mickey.
It was.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, no, because I think to get into the chalk zone, he had to draw on an object. But once he was in the chalk zone, he could draw on anything.
mhm.
You
It
know,
doesn't make any sense when I think about it. Like, because then wouldn't it always be in contact with the chalk zone? So, like, just moving it around in his hand would be drawing at that point, right?
Mhm.
thinking about this is stressing me out and wounding me. Speaking of which, we should get into derived stats.
Oh.
So,
10 out of 10 transition. Thank you for helping us escape
Seamlessly
Mickey hell.
done, Lily.
Yeah.
Well done.
So I don't know who's gonna go first, but everybody think about what is it? 1 plus your survivability and 1 plus your wits. So you'll have to tell me that when we get there. Okay, I'm gonna start on the left side of the screen that I have here. So Audiovore. What is 1 plus Garvel Sand's survivability?
That would be 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 2d6 for your wounds. Oh, that's not good. So you have 18 wounds.
Mm.
Well,
Pretty
Cool.
bad roll, but the good thing is they give you a lot to start with, so it's not too bad. Okay. Next, Audiovore. What is 1 plus your wits?
that would be 1.
1. All right, we're gonna roll 1. D6. Hang on, I need to get rid of one of these D6s. Boop. 6. So you have 26 stress.
Right.
Okay, Rosie. What is 1 plus your survival?
2.
Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna roll
Fun fact
this.
about the student is I have 1 in every stat except for lethality, which is a -1.
Excellent.
Easy
You
to
have-
remember.
You have 21 wounds. You rolled a 6.
Wait, hold on. Isn't it?
It's 15 plus, right?
Wait, but I have 1. Wait, we might be doing this.
Characters start with 15 woons and then
D6
add at
where
character
X is-
creation. X d6, where
So
X
yeah.
is
That would
1
be
plus
2d6, right?
yeah 2d6. I rolled 2d6.
Oh, I was looking at stream delay. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, no,
That's
it's delayed.
Okay, 6.
Yeah, I'm
And
telling you
my
the number that's
wit-
coming up now.
Also 1.
Okay, so that's 1. Or sorry, no, it's 2 for wits.
2d6.
2d6. You got a 7, so that's 27 stress. Okay.
Cool.
Minty, what is 1 plus your survivability?
That would be 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 2d6. Oh damn, you got 10, so you have what is that? 25 wounds.
Oh heck. Okay.
Nice.
And what is 1 plus your wits?
That would be 3.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 3d6. Damn, that's only 5, so that's you have 25 stress.
Oh, 25, 25, same numbers.
Yeah. Cassie, what is
Alright,
1 plus? Oh, sorry.
I assume Rousseau is very tough because of all the hearty foods that they've been eating.
This is possible.
She is very tough.
Very powerful meals.
She's
Yeah.
just very cool, very big, very strong.
Cassie, what is 1 plus your survivability?
1.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 1d6 for a total of 5, which leaves you at 20 wounds.
Is that bad?
It's okay. It's an okay amount
Yeah, it's fine.
considering some of the wounds and stress amounts we've been getting. What is 1 plus wits?
0.
Oh, so you don't add anything in that case, I
Oh.
believe. So you just get 20 stress.
So I'm 2020. Hindsight,
2020.
baby.
Hindsight 2020.
In 2020.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put 2 d6s up here just because I feel like it's good to have them because then people know that it's a dice roller. Oh, I scrolled. Oh no. Let me.
Oh no.
There we
People
go.
know you use Google.
People will know I'm using Google for this. Boom.
Gonna get
Those
laughed
aren't
out of the
real
RPG
dice.
community.
Yeah. They're all gonna laugh at me.
Don't gonna laugh at me. All my friends.
So
You don't use random.org for their radioactive decay generated random numbers.
yeah. Or roll 20 for their light generated random numbers. So this game does not have like a session 1 tutorial, but I have an idea for a way to start, but also we could think of one together.
I don't know what your idea is.
Ooh.
My idea is to start in a really low stakes frog betting race, like
Yeah.
in Square Prime or Prime Square,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there have like, I don't know, because I'm kind of between a couple of thoughts here because I like the idea of you all coming up with the idea to go out on your own, but also I feel like it's hard to create that without like a lot of pre-planning for how you want to roleplay that.
I think what I like about the idea for the betting ring specifically is it's easy to begin like on a conflict just outright.
That's
Like
true.
something went wrong here. There's some like conflict between 2 characters or several characters about something that happened in this betting ring, I think.
Somebody's been doping the frogs. They're all
Wait, are the
juiced up.
frogs? The
They're all
frogs are
juiced
the
up.
ones racing.
Look at that frog, it's jacked.
The Ice King stole a princess.
No.
I kind of wonder like how do we tie that into the vibe of like, because I feel like the only way to like create a like, you need to go out and help your community thing is to be like there is something missing here, like on a material level, like the community is
like,
like at one of every stat, right?
The frogs have been stolen.
I
Hmm.
like that.
All the frogs are just gone. Where'd they go? Who knows?
That's not really like what conflicts would come from that we could like open on, because like a
Right.
great way to like open RPGs is like just like in the middle of like action is happening and something needs to be done.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to start like you all are adventuring, I have ideas for that. But that might be because then I'll kind of just be stranding you all out in the middle of nowhere with like, a vague sense of where we started.
The frog betting ring. It's very, very good.
Yeah, I like the idea of starting closer to the community.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I think that we should start in Prime Square. Square, is it Square Prime? It's Prime Square, right?
Prime
Yeah.
Square.
Probably.
Yeah.
As the founder of Prime Square, I hereby declare it
Square
as Prime
Prime.
Square.
Yeah.
The square of crime.
Bring the frogs back, Friendly Froge says. I agree. But yeah, I think like what if like we start with this frog betting ring and someone comes in and is like, what the hell are you all doing? Like, there's no food. I mean, there's none, like we have barely any food, we have barely any like security. That would be a really good role for like Rendus. Rendus gives me that energy.
Yeah.
But also I don't want like an NPC being like coming in and immediately like forcing you all into action or whatever. I feel like that's a weird energy.
That is how most tabletop role-playing games start, is that it's either in a tavern or in medias res.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The town drunk comes in and says, "I seens it."
Scenes that yeah. Dragons.
Yeah, like what if I like I mean that's good, but then we don't really get to an immediate conflict there.
Yeah.
Troll in the dungeon.
It could just be as simple as like someone in the frog betting ring feels like that wasn't fair. Like this isn't fair, and like they have like a knife or something.
Yeah.
You have to settle the conflict between the frogs.
Yeah, I'm into like something in the betting ring. It just goes wrong, and then we move
Yeah,
from
and
there.
like and like I would be cool if like one of us were caught off foot. Like one of us is in like we're in some kind of precarious position where we can't just immediately deal with this.
Yeah. Okay. So it is like maybe 3:00 on the rooftop of I'm thinking like a small shop in Prime Square, and people have gathered around for what is colloquially known as frog time, or at least a form of frog time, which is, you know, you line up your frogs, you have the finish line at the end, and then they go. But I think like we kind of get the energy from looking at this that like everyone is here gathered around this sort of or maybe not everyone, but a lot of people are here gathered around this situation. And part of this is kind of tied to the fact that like looking around, there's not much else going on. Like people are kind of worried. I think stress levels are kind of high here. And I think in general, I think Prime Square is probably the least safe that it's felt in a couple of years. But nonetheless, you have 4 frogs that are laid out, ready to race. There is the first one, which is the smallest of the group, whose name is Bingo the frog. They're kind of the underdog, and like some people are rooting for them, but they don't have a lot of bets on them. You got Jag, who is a like tropical frog, who I think there was a lot of debate about whether Jag could be put into the race, because they have poison on their skin, and sometimes they bump into the other frogs. And so people have been a little concerned about that. And then you got Zox, who's the biggest. And there's a lot of debate over whether Zox is going to win because they're the biggest, or because they're like, or if they'll lose because they're the biggest, because they got like a lot of, they're pretty you know, wide. And then what's a good name for like an all-time champion frog?
It's Kermit. It's got to be Kermit.
Gotta be Kermit.
Kermit's good.
Let's go Kermit.
Kermit's
And this is the
undefeated.
champion. This is the previous champion, undefeated.
Undefeated for a reason.
Yeah. So this race is about to start. Who is here? Who is watching this frog race? Out of our characters, out of our, PCs.
I'm watching, but from like far away, like on another rooftop.
Rizzo is far too into this than she should be.
I'm like watching from like a tree, maybe like beside the building.
I just
Right.
love these little green slime boys, and I need to see who wins.
Nice. So yeah, God, I think there's like a kid with like a water gun who like shoots the water gun up into the air, like it's like one of those little like water pistols, like the little green translucent ones. And the race starts, and the 4 frogs are off to the races. I have a thought, which is trying to think if there's any moves that I could like evoke here. I don't think there's any. I might just roll 4d6 and say that like Bingo is 1, Jag is 2, 3, Zox is 3, Kermit is 4, and then we'll see who wins from there. Because we don't have like
Good.
they're not like statted out, so it's not like. All right, here we go. So I think you all know who wins already, and also I think this is the most
Kermit.
dramatic possible person frog to win. But so the frogs are off to the races, and I think immediately it's clear that Jag is just going. Like Jag is just like jumping on the backs of the other frogs and like instantly making them extremely sick. And just like hops from one to the other to the end, like basically like jumps on them like they're rocks in a pond. And like
Jag is too powerful for our conventional frogs.
yeah, Jag is far too powerful. And the conventional frogs are like, I don't think they're dead. Like the frogs, it's not enough poison or toxin to like kill them, but they're definitely unconscious. And Jag hits the finish line, and I think immediately there's like some like whispering, and then like some people are in an uproar. And I'm kind of imagining like a person with like they have like normal skin, like I think they have like sort of pale skin and some like slight like fish and snake features. They have like a snake nose, but like fish gills, and like kind of loose, slightly matted blonde hair. And
Voldemort.
they got Voldemort energies.
Big civic hybrid vibes for the Magic fans out there.
Yeah, def.
Yeah. And I think like the person is there someone who we have already who could have sent out Jag? I think I think Jag is Banjo Pete's frog. Banjo Pete, who is like this kind of old prospector looking person. If they have like a like wide hat and a long beard. And I think Fair just like hooting and hollering as they won. But this like this blonde haired person like walks up to Banjo Pete and like reaches into their pocket and grabs like a tiny like a concealed like a holdout revolver and like is like, "Hey, Mr. Banjo, your frog there, he sure beat the other frogs, didn't he?" And people are kind of like backing up nervously. And Banjo Pete says, "Well, I didn't mean to upset anyone. I mean, it's just a game, my boy. Yeah, it's a game I bet a whole bunch on." And he like grabs Banjo Pete by the collar and looks towards like everyone else and says, "Now, I want what I bet back, or Mr. Banjo here gets it.
Hmm.
Rizzo, the number one Jag stan, is not going to let this slide.
I may be in the bingo fan club, but I'm also, like part of the community defense association. So this is not okay to do, my dude.
Is Jag banned by the Geneva Convention?
I don't think so.
Do we have a Geneva Convention?
I mean, no, but it was canceled after like 5 seasons.
Yeah.
We have the Jagneva convention after the last time someone brought
the
Jag to a
Jag
race.
Neva.
The last time
We
Banjo
will
Pete brought out
after
fair.
this is wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The regulations for the Jagneva convention were followed. Those other frags could have avoided it. This was all this was all up to code.
Yeah. I think my character Anu would sort of jump from this tree to the roof of the building and then just start being like fight, fight, fight.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Clip from like the other rooftop. She's like, okay. And she starts like going down the stairs of the building she's on. She can walk over to this other building, go up the stairs there. It's gonna take a minute.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if what you did, Cassie, is a move. If what Acerilla did is a move.
Should I do a move?
Like I don't think you like yeah, I don't think you're like trying like you're you're starting problems, but you're not necessarily I guess here's a question, like what is Acerilla like intending in like, telling these people to like is Acerilla like just telling like, Banjo Pete and the stranger to fight, or is Acerilla like just trying to like inspire like a brawl?
Yes. Like kind of like school kid kind of like mischief thing.
That
Of
sounds
just like
that could be flirt with danger.
mhm.
If you want to give that a shot. So
I gotta look at it again.
yeah, so I'll read it out for the audience as well. Flirt with disaster. When you charm, connive, or try to get something from someone, roll with allure. On a 7 to 9, you must pick from one from each list. On a 10 plus, pick one with no but. On a miss, choose they'll play along and 2 negative options. So there's a whole list of things here. There's like the left side, which is the better ones, which is like they'll do it, but they'll tell you, but they'll believe you, but they'll play along, but, and then there's the stuff on the right, which is they'll need collateral, they'll stop when they're put in danger, they'll send word of this up the chain, or they can be easily swayed by someone else. So we'll decide what that looks like depending on how the roll goes.
Mm-hmm. For a second, I thought you were talking about just the jumping from this tree, which I imagined was like near the roof of. What?
Sorry, I had to yell at someone.
Okay. So I roll with allure. My allure is 1.
Okay, so I'm gonna add 1 to this dice roll.
Okay.
And I will roll 2d6. Let's see. That's a 7, so that's 7 to 9. So in that case, you must pick one from each list. So any of the butts and any of the disastrous ones.
And
that's
they'll
your
do
choice.
it. They'll do it, but they can be easily swayed by someone else.
Okay. So yeah, I think this does to an extent like make things a bit harder for this guy who's trying to do this, because like, they're holding on to Banjo Pete, but like people are starting to just like brawl each other on the rooftop, and so like they can't really hold as much sort of sway here because everyone is just fighting.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
This was kind of what I intended, like to sort of secure the safety of Banjo Pete.
Nice. I think I'm gonna have someone immediately like take up that can be convinced otherwise, which is yeah, I think Grendis is like doing their rounds. Grendis being this like masked human with a shotgun arm, and they see this brawl going on upstairs, and I think like not knowing that this was done to like prevent a hostage situation, like I think they actually like walk to the roof and just like probably like I don't know if pushing past or like coming behind Clip, but like they shoot their gun into the air and they're like, hey, cut it out.
Well, this chaos was going on. I want to try and sort of take advantage of the distraction that Grandis has created. I'd like to sweep the rug out from under them for to try and like basically disarm the or intimidate the guy into like dropping his gun and abandoning his hostage plan.
Cool. So this is the move: sweep the rug out from under them. When you reject someone's thoughts and feelings to shut. Actually, I guess. Yeah. So this would specifically be you like.
Yeah, like I
basically
said, usually
intimidating the
trying
guy.
to intimidate him to standing
Okay.
down, right?
Yeah. So that
I'm
is.
not like I'm not knocking him out. I'm just like trying to get him to stop.
Yeah, it's a social thing. So roll with lethality on a 7 to 9. You must pick one from each list. On a 10 plus, pick one with no but. On a miss, choose they persist and 2 negative. So the left side is they stop what they were doing, but they feel rejected, and they back off, but they persist, and the right side is they lash out at you. They make a huge scene. They will remember this and tell others. They will aim to circumvent you in the future. So yeah, what is your lethality?
It's 2.
2. So we're gonna add 2 to this roll, and boop boop, rolling it. 11. So you will pick one with no but.
They stop what they were doing.
Okay. Yeah, I think quite harshly, this snake-like stranger pushes Banjo Pete to the ground, and Banjo Pete, Faye, get up and like, I think Faye have like some like sunglasses. They like adjust and kind of scamper off after picking up their frog, or sorry, picking up their frog.
And like, as Banjo Pete is like gathering himself, I like interpose myself. I'm like, what the hell do you think you're doing? Bringing a goddamn gun to frog time?
That's the first rule of frog time is guns.
I thought the first rule of frog time was no guns.
I thought the first rule of frog time was don't talk about frog time.
Oh, we talk about frog time we're talking about it right
We
now. We
love
talk
to
about it
talk
all
about
the
frog
time.
Do we have different rules? It sounds like there are different rules.
I think maybe we need to first establish a formal frog time rules committee. But before we deal with that,
That's what I've been saying. There's no rules for
I'm gonna
frog
call-
time anymore.
I'm gonna call I'm gonna call Grandis over. And,
Yeah, Grandis is here.
Can I be with Grandis?
Yeah.
I want to be yelling at Grandis like, why did you shoot a gun? It's frog time, Grandis.
Well,
so we had ourselves a little bit of a hostage situation that escalated to some general chaos. Seems our friend here took offense to Banjo Pete's chosen amphibian.
But there are no rules as to what kind of frogs can come in, so how is it against the rules? I don't understand. Look, it's a perfect frog. It is a perfect frog.
I'm gonna try
Look,
new noise.
Jag,
Oh, sorry.
Jack is perfect frog.
I'm gonna try a new voice thing for Grandis.
Ooh, okay.
You gonna use a vocoder?
Hell yes.
Listen, I don't care who did what. We got clearly what's a poison frog in frog time. We had a brawl. We had a hostage situation. Clearly everyone who was involved in this was at fault. But listen, sometimes I gotta use this arm of mine. I don't really have a choice.
I don't think you should be allowed in a frog time if you're going to use that.
Well, I think this stopped being frog time the moment that someone pulled a gun out.
Ooh.
Fair enough. I think Clip transforms her halo into a giant scythe. It's like a big scythe. It's like taller than she is. It's like, like the scythe from Soul Eater, or something more accessible now is probably Ruby, like a big scythe.
Yeah.
New weapon.
And I'm going to attack the person who pulled out a gun with it.
Oh God. All right.
I'm going to, swing for the fences?
Yeah. So swing for the fences. When you attack with a melee weapon, roll lethality on a 7 to 9. Choose 1 from each and deal damage. On 10 plus, choose 3 total and deal damage. On a miss, choose 2 from the negative or 3 from the negative. Or 3 from the negative and still do damage. This is a massive list. I'm not going to read it out.
It's a very big list. Can you put it on screen?
I can't really because of hardware issues. Maybe
Okay.
in probably when we're in a month, I'll be able to do that sort of stuff.
Okay.
We'll have the technology.
Yeah.
For now, trust us. It's a really cool list, and we're not making up the stuff that we're doing from it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
buy
that
the
mean that
book.
people should just buy ZS2E?
Yeah, they should
should
do that, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
put the
they
thing
should
in
all
the...
go by CS2E.
Okay. My lethality is -1.
Okay. So I'm gonna put -1 on the thing here.
I also want to specify, when Clip gets her scythe out from her halo, it does the whole Soul Eater animation of spinning around a bunch, and she grabs it in midair and swings it around her shoulder in a very cool way.
Sick. Let's see how good this roll is. Oh no, 3, baby.
Oh,
Yes,
So
I love it.
do you want to choose 2 from negative or 3 from negative and still do damage?
I probably want to do damage because doing damage is fun, but I need to read all these things.
indeed you do.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there some way I could try and interpose myself to prevent this dude from getting totally murked? Because yeah, he done wrong, but scythe time is not the answer to that, I think.
What do you know? What you bet on bingo? What do you know? You don't know anything.
Bingo's gonna take it one of these days. I guarantee you.
Bingo's never gonna win frog time.
They're
It's
gonna-
Bingo's
scythe-
never won a frog time, and they never will.
Well, he's aerodynamic.
I
They're
think
gonna
Clip,
grow big and strong one day.
I think Clip is too far into the violence. I think that we need to roll it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to choose. I have a terrible realization about the enemy. More danger appears, and something important breaks, and I will do damage still.
Oh God.
That's a lot that you've just put on our plate, and I am so excited.
This might get us into reasons to leave. Honestly, if it's bad enough.
He was a plant.
Wait, Lily, you won't be that mean. It's at least too nice.
Are you sure about that? So I had some ideas for communities that we didn't mention because I thought that these would be communities that we wouldn't know about specifically. This is a you look. So I think as you're attacking them. So what does this attack look like first of all?
Oh, I should have thought about that more. I think it's a very like she grabs her scythe from it doing its cool spinning thing, and she just like follows its momentum and does like a spinning, like sideways swinging attack, jumping towards him. Oh, did you roll damage for it?
What's your damage?
Because I am going to do that damage. It's 1d10, and I have bleeding and
Nice.
radiant. I don't think radiant does anything because I don't think the snake is a zombie.
What does bleeding
it
do?
Is I need to double check what bleeding does because bleeding does something pretty cool in this game. I think.
Yeah, isn't it like another amount of damage?
It's increased. It's like damage over time or something.
Radiant just means like the scythe is just like super beautiful and everybody's like blushing at it.
That's right.
It's
bleed
XD6. Yeah.
Does XD6 damage for 2 turns, where X is the level of bleed, and I believe my weapon is bleed 1. Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
So I guess on his turn it'll do damage.
We didn't really do turns.
Yeah. There's like an
Should we-
initiative system in
should we
this
roll
that's kind of
for-
wild.
Should we roll for initiative?
You don't roll for initiative. in
Yeah,
this
it's
game.
based on your
your
weight.
weight.
Okay.
So we'll figure that out in a second. I'm just gonna figure out what this damage is. So your weapon does 7 damage, and it basically like punches straight through some like under body armor that this guy's wearing.
Body
And
armor.
you realize that like he's wearing this like black coat, and I think as your weapon hits it, it like the buttons like tear off, and you see that he has like a bunch of guns. And it becomes
Oh,
clear. You've heard rumor. I think the community has heard rumors about the Caraville Swamps Gun Club. And this is a member of that group. They are like there's a line in, I forget who wrote this song, but there's this line in the song Dark Halls that's, "You're just a coward with a gun," and that is what these people are. And this person is probably a spy.
Oh shit.
Or at least someone who's here to, you know, like basically like a like an
Sting?
agent, chaos agent.
So that's my terrible realization.
Yeah. Something important breaks. Oh, I have a good one. I think
Banjo
that,
Pete's banjo.
that would be pretty good. Yeah, I think I like that. As you're hitting this guy, like all of these guns in his coat fire off, and Banjo Pete's banjo is like at his feet, and they just like
At fair feet.
shoot. Sorry.
At fair feet.
Oh no,
Or-
sorry. At the snake guy's feet.
Okay.
Because Banjo Pete is
Banjo
run off.
Pete left. Banjo Pete
Yeah.
is safe.
This
Mhm.
this
Oh, we don't know if they're safe, but for not here.
snake guy is he they, by the way.
Mhm.
Okay.
Snake guy. Yeah. So his bullets just like fill this 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 thing.
Banjo's completely obliterated.
Yeah,
Would
Banjo
that,
is
like,
gone.
Reduce. Does Banjo Pete's banjo getting destroyed like represent like a community stat going down? Like, is there less entertainment here now?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I mean that's
We'll
pretty
have to
important.
We'll have to quest to find a new banjo for Banjo Pete.
I don't think Banjo Pete's the only banjo owner here.
That's true. It's a Banjo Circle.
This is
Right.
a very important banjo.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and
Like, this is-
Banjo
this
Pete's
is
the
like-
leader.
This is like the sacred banjo that gets passed down between the leaders of the banjo circle.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It doesn't feel
Yeah.
the same without Banjo Pete like playing the banjo and leading the circle.
Banjo Pete looks very sad, and you are now at 0 entertainment for your community. What was the
It's fine,
third
we
one?
won't be stressed.
Yeah.
The third one was more danger appears.
More danger appears. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
You also hit a button in his coat. that,
Oh no, not the
like,
button.
he's got like a communicator, and you hear like, I can make this really nasty if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm gonna make this really nasty.
Let's get nasty.
Like I think like you hold for a second, and then you hear like like a mortar sounds like that like clunk. You hear that like
Mhm.
coming from the distant
Mhm.
hills, and part of the street of like around this area is just like blown to bits. Like I think like a street lamp like falls over as this mortar fires off and hits the street.
I just want to check now while I'm suffering consequences. We get experience for failures, right?
Yes, I'm going to give you experience for failures. You get 1 experience.
Yay!
Oh,
I guess.
okay.
Hi everyone.
Thinking about Blake's ball.
Just thinking about Blaze
Shit.
Ball. We're back in it. Deep in the Blaze Ball hole. Hitting the bats, but the only hitting that we have to think about now is the hit that Rosie did on the guy. And now there's all sorts of problems, including a mortar from the what did I call it? The gun club. The excuse me,
Something Swamp Gun Club.
the Carville Swamp Gun Club, which is CarreVille Swamp Gun Club. They have brought a mortar and they're bombing, blasting the streets of Prime Square, and everyone's kind of on edge. This guy is still up, so I think I think
We're
like
trying to
seeing
figure out weight order here.
yes.
Now that we're back from a break.
Let's talk about weight order. So his weight is 4. So let's see where that places him. Who else is going to like try and fight or act against this stranger, snake stranger?
Me.
Yes, absolutely. I'm in it to get messy.
Yeah, like the moment I saw how many guns this person had, I was like, they have no respect for frog time.
True.
And then a mortar went off.
Okay, so let's see. So everyone knows their weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. Where is initiative stuff? Hang on. Combat? Trying to find it in the book. Might take me a second here. If anybody knows where it is, please let me know the page. Microsoft Edge file viewer is very slow, but it's the only way that I can do this right now.
Lower total weight means you go early in an encounter, and higher weight means you go later. Think of it as a preordained initiative you come into battles with. You don't have to roll for it at the beginning of the encounter. You just have that number.
Right. I'm trying to find, like, do you know a page number for that?
Page 41.
Yeah, that.
Page 41. Okay. Time to find that. Going all the way back.
Going back to the start.
Here we go. Okay.
There you go.
So, person who is light with a maximum of 2 weight gets 2 actions and a movement. Medium gets okay. So, so let me. So what are y'all's weights?
2.
Okay, so
3.
that's
3.
okay. So we have Acerola at 2. Rizzo and Clip at 3. And what's Garvel?
I think I'm at. I don't think I would have brought my weapon with me. Like it's this big unwieldy thing. which also has like the symbol of the Parliament etched into it on certain surfaces.
Right.
So I kind of leave that hidden as much as possible. So I think I am presently unarmed, which would leave my weight at 1.
Okay. So you're probably gonna go first here. So that's
Second.
Garvel at 1. Okay. So Garvel, you can take 2 actions and a movement, which we're not going to think about in a tactical sense. That just means you can move and you can do 2 moves essentially.
I'm thinking about how to resolve this, but what I'd like to do is try and snag some of this dude's excess firearms.
Yeah, I think that's an action. I think that should be pretty. I don't think you need to like roll anything for that. That should just be a thing. Let me go down to the weapons.
Might be Weather the Storm.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Or what's there?
Let me see.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Just trying to find that.
It's on page 11.
Page 11. Okay. Weather the storm. When you must endure intense and stressful conditions, roll with heart. On a 7 to 9, you must pick. Yeah, this is like a very generic, like, push through move, which I think works pretty well because you're getting like up close with him probably.
And you're
get his
doing
weapons.
something dangerous that doesn't
Yeah.
fall into another move.
Okay, so you're gonna roll with heart. What is your heart?
It's -1.
Okay, so we're gonna put -1. Boop boop. You got a 6. You failed. So
No.
let's read through this. When you must endure intense and stressful conditions, roll with heart. On a 7 to 9, you must pick 1 from each list. On a 10 plus, pick 2 total. On a miss, choose 2 negative or 1 positive and 3 negative. And there's lists for each of these. Yeah, what do you want? What do you want to do?
I have strong feelings about unfortunately you succeed.
Hmm.
I think that is the best piece of text I've read in a long time. So my thought is the 1 positive and 3 negatives. Fortunately, you succeed. Unfortunately, you succeed. Then I'll spend 2d6 stress, and I think probably there's a hard choice to be made. Is the one that'll make the most sense to fill out that last spot.
Yeah, I feel like I can make that. So you're reaching in to grab one of his guns, right?
Yeah.
So you get your hands on what seems to be. Let me see what would be like comparable. I'm looking for like an average gun. I guess probably pistol, right? That's probably average. Let me see what's in here.
Yeah, probably.
Excuse me. My throat is bad. Yeah, like a standard pistol. So this is a nice pistol. It seems like it'll do what you need to do with it. However, trying to think.
Are you gonna give him the shoot?
Maybe I'm trying to think of like what is unfortunately succeed and also what is a hard choice. I feel like unfortunately succeed is that oh, I have an idea. This gun, the only way you're going to operate this gun is by like moving your arms in a specific way, moving your hands in a specific way that is going to make it like astoundingly clear like the things that you've tried to hide from the people around you about your body, about the cybernetics will become obvious if you
no.
fire this weapon.
I accidentally grabbed like the one that should be impossible for a person to use just normally.
Yeah. Like
This is meant to be mounted on a turret or something.
Yeah. It's like a robot gun. Like that's basically what it is. And it's like a little robot pea shooter pistol.
Yeah, it it doesn't have a conventional trigger. I'd have to like plug it into my arm.
Yeah. And then I think I feel like that's both the hard choice and the unfortunately succeed. Like I feel like that's both.
Yeah.
Um,
And how much stress does that cost me?
that's 1d6. So let's see. I'm gonna roll
2d6 stress.
Oh,
2d6
2d6
stress.
Damn. All right,
Yep.
let's give that a shot.
It's a
Boop,
hard
boop.
go.
2. You got the lowest possible number. Good work.
All right, cool. And the hard choice is: do I even use this at all?
Yeah. You got 2 actions, so that was only your first.
Yeah. I think the answer to that is I think the safest way to play that game, a winning move in that game, is not to play. And I'm gonna pistol whip him with it.
Nice.
And go with swing for the fences. Use it as
So-
like an improvised cheap melee weapon.
Yeah, so that's an
In
improvised
a way
weapon.
it was not intended to be used in any capacity.
Yes. So that's the melee one. So that's lethality.
So my lethality is +2.
What's the name of that move again?
Swing for the fences.
Swing for the
I believe
fences,
it's called.
which we did with Clip. So yeah, what is your lethality?
2.
2. Okay, I'm gonna roll that now. Boop boop. So you're pistol whipping this guy. You got a 13. Damn.
All right.
And that's
Means-
2d4 damage if you do it.
All right, and I get to choose. So I choose 3 total effects from either list in
Yes.
combination. All right. All right. So in addition to the damage, I'm going to take something from them and force a change of location.
Cool.
And then for the third one, I want for the enemy will survive somehow and remember me.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know how hurt he is, but I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
The damage happens regardless, but
Cool. So you're gonna deal 6 damage. Oh, he does have armor, so you pierce through his armor. And I think he looks pretty hurt. Like he's not, out for the count, but I think he's gonna, like, with that like survival thing, I think he is probably gonna act in his best interest and
Yeah.
get the hell out of here.
so yeah, the take something from them was I was hoping to grab the I'm hoping to like grab his little communicator thing that we saw.
Yeah, you're able to grab
And then and with the other 2, I was like hoping to scare him away, make him leave, run away.
that. Cool.
Like force a change of location and they survive somehow.
Can I offer you an alternative for change of location?
Sure. I'm always open.
Although actually, I feel like I don't know if yours is more interesting. I was thinking potentially like knocking him off the rooftop, and like
oh god, yeah.
you fall with him, and you're safe, but he's like kind of beat up, and he like kind of scrambles away. But we can also do that. He just runs off.
I'm down with that. I mean, it's not like we're in an easy place to run away from.
That's fair. Yeah. So you slam him off the rooftop. I think you fall into like an open dumpster. On the side of this alleyway between these 2 buildings, or this building
Wouldn't
and
be
the one next
the
to it.
first time.
And,
you land and bingo is there.
My boy.
Yeah. He like scrambles away, and you manage to like get the communicator off of him.
Hey.
Cool. I think that's, unless you want to move anywhere, I think that's your turn.
I think I just did.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Acerilla.
I am at a little bit of a loss here because if he's like scrambling away, I feel like maybe we should do a situation where we interrogate him, rather than just let him get away and keep his communicator.
Let me see. I'm gonna see exactly what the move like hold thing said. Just to see if is it that he gets away or is that he just survives and remembers you?
He survives somehow and will remember me.
Okay, so it doesn't imply that he just left. So yeah, you can definitely go after him if you want.
Okay. I guess I'll try to jump down into the dumpster too and go after this guy.
Yeah, that's definitely a movement. And then yeah, so you managed to like catch up with him. What are you doing to like get him?
Hmm. Well, it's like an action, right, for me to transform my thing into something,
Yes,
or
you have
to
two
create
actions.
yeah. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and like just try to tackle him
Nice.
and like get him pinned on his front side.
Yeah. Trying to think of that's probably either weather the storm because he's got gun, or trying to see if there's another one here. That's probably it.
I mean, probably swing for the fences. You're tackling him.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, swing for the fences.
Okay, but the melee weapon is just my fists. So,
Yeah, it's just your hands,
so let's look at what that
which is
is.
double edge, which might wound you a bit.
Okay. Just want to see the weapons here. Crap, I can never remember the page, so I just end up like
It's
scrolling.
130.
130.
Yeah. So it's engaged, double edged, and it does a 1d4.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that.
Cool. What's your lethality?
My lethality 0.
Okay, so you got no additions, and let's see, you got a 7. That's a mixed success.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah. And then with that you pick a certain amount. Let's see, what is it with swing for the fences? Yes, you choose one from each. So you choose one good and one bad.
Okay. One good, one bad. I'm kind of just like scrolling through the PDF kind of wildly.
Yeah, it's
So
page 8.
yeah, I'm there. I'm gonna say get the upper hand because I just want to like apprehend this person and keep them so that we can like see what they know.
Cool.
And the negative one that I choose will be damage something or someone you did not want to.
Oh. I have a good idea with this one. Okay. So first we need to roll the damage. It's 2d4 for fists, right?
It said 4d6 when I looked, or rock paper. Is that?
46. No, it's hands.
Oh, okay.
Let me find that. I'm looking. Okay. I think I know where that is. That's yes, hands. 1d4. Yeah. So you're gonna take half of this. So you take 1 damage. If you have any armor, that'll literally block it. So, yeah,
I have my foliage.
Yeah, I don't believe that you actually hurt him at all.
Mm-hmm.
But you do manage to get the upper hand. You manage to pin him down.
Mm-hmm.
However, in the process of tackling him, I think there's like in like the windowsill of the next building over, like this building that's right next to you. There is a like little like succulent in a pot, and the succulent falls over, and I think you hear some footsteps coming from inside that building.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That was only
So,
your first
like-
action, so you have another if you want to do that.
Was my first action moving?
No, you have a movement and 2 actions because you're so light.
Okay. Maybe I want to like just like get up and keep my foot on him, and I want to just kind of prepare for battle by like using Wanda to make us a sword.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's a good action. Getting the sword ready.
Yeah.
So now it is Riso's turn.
Okay, so the guy's on the ground, all tied up. There is
Or
someone
pinned.
coming close to. Oh, sorry.
Pinned. Yeah.
All right, and then a succulent got knocked over, and someone is walking towards the window.
No, someone is moving. Well, someone is moving inside of the house and is walking towards the door.
On this like in this building right next to me and the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Rizzo is going to. Mm, Where's there's a move that I'm immediately thinking of, which is like, oh yeah, survey the scene. Let me
Yeah. Forget what it is. I should really
consider
have
the
this
following.
ready.
That's it.
Yes.
And I guess is just kind of because right now there's not entirely looks like the situation is handled, all things considered.
Except for the mortar that's firing on the street from the hills.
Is,
Yeah.
is that continuous right now?
I think you hear it being loaded again.
So Rizzo is aware then that is going to be like firing like next round or next.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Okay. If that's the case, then I will be. I guess you said a move action and a regular action.
Let's see. What is your weight? You have
Should be
3. So
3.
you actually have 1 move action. You have 1 movement and 2 actions, 2 regular actions.
Okay. So then in that case, I would like to move towards the mortar.
Cool.
And then I guess, gosh, your lure is terrible, isn't it? Yeah, she does have terrible lure, but is the mortar like manned? Like, are there people that are loading this mortar?
It's manned by I think it's manned by like a fairly weak looking like dark blue corpse folk.
Okay.
Who they appear to have a gun, but it's not a big one, and they're mostly here to man this mortar.
Well, they do have one very big gun that they're
Yes,
sitting
they do
in.
have one huge gun that they're operating.
Okay.
I don't want to discredit the very good and big gun that this corpse folk has.
Yeah.
Then in that case, first off, I mean, I figure it's good. So she'll kind of just like try and wave at them after like getting up real close, and I just how do I word this? You know, no, I'll just do it. Gonna do it in character. Give me a second. Hey, you! Hey, stop firing big mortars on our town. What are you doing?
Yeah, that sounds like flirt with danger.
Yeah. I have a -1 allure. So
Okay,
yeah.
let's give that a shot. All right, I'm gonna put that in. Boop boop. You got a 9,
Oh
which
hell
is
yeah.
7 to 9. So you let's see. What do you get with that?
You must pick one from each list.
Yes.
I like they'll do it, but they'll send word of this up the chain.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
I think the mortar corpse folk kind of contemplates what she's doing for a second, and she like puts her hands up and says, "Seems like our little scheme here didn't work too well, but you'll be seeing more of us." And she, I think she just abandons post. I think she just walks away from the mortar.
AWOL.
Yeah.
Can
Morty
I
mortar.
get on the mortar?
Yeah, I mean, there's a big like box, like I think it's like one of those like red milk crates full of mortar shells on the side of it, and
Okay.
it's just like a big World War II mortar.
Rizzo then will get on top of the mortar and then just say, "This is mine now," and and I don't know that. I guess that's my turn. I don't really want to do anything else with it. I don't want to entertain the idea of firing on that guy. I think this is good.
That's fair. Let's see, who else do we have? Clip. Your turn.
I mean, the mortar's been stopped. All that's left is just one person who's pinned, right?
Yeah,
Oh, and they jumped off. They fell off the roof into a garbage can, right?
they did.
Or are they
Yeah.
on the ground now? Are they on the ground or a garbage can?
Oh no, they're on the ground now.
Okay.
Israel has them on the ground.
Well, Clip gracefully glides down next to the raider who's pinned to the ground. And let me just check to make sure there's not like a specific move for something. Um, um, sorry, I'm just reading the consider the following questions here, seeing if there's
Fair.
something I want to like analyze about this person.
Yeah.
But I think I can't tell if what I want to do is just tell them to like get out and never come back, or just try and figure out why they're here,
Right.
or like
yeah.
what they're doing, what their end goal is. I
mean,
think
I'm
the
a-
more clear thing to do is to sweep the rug out from under them.
Cool.
Where I think Clip just like lands like her big scythe, like just like looking down at him like the pathetic face from that one anime.
Hey, you're pretty smart. Help me out here.
Get out of here. Don't ever come back. Or next
But we-
time. What?
We should see what he knows.
I don't care what he knows.
But we need to know who and why is doing this. Why did someone have it out for us? Why did someone have it out for
Of course
Frog
they
Time?
have it out for us. We're trying to live like a good life here, and this world is fucked. They just want to fuck it up for everyone. I don't care what they want, but I know what they want, and it's to ruin this, and I want them gone.
So you don't care what their next move is.
I don't care what lies this idiot's gonna tell us. So are you gonna leave, or are you gonna stay here and die like a dumbass?
He's thinking. Roll sweep the rug out from under them.
Well, you have the dice. Oh,
yes.
Wait, what number do I roll?
Oh yeah, what is your it's lethality?
Oh man, it's lethality. That's
You have
the one
-1,
I
right?
-1 in.
Yeah.
Pro strat is to exclusively roll the one you have a -1
Oh wait, hang on, I
in.
gotta put the dice in. You got a 5. Oof. So that's a fail.
That is a fail.
Oh yeah, if anybody got a fail, I think someone else did. Maybe make sure you mark XP on a 6 or lower.
We'll take. I'm actually min-max, so I'm gonna level up really fast. Okay. Well,
you all have successes.
they persist, and Ooh, these are really good. Mm, I want they will remember this. I don't know if I want they will remember this and tell others, because that's basically what the other one's gonna do. Like, that consequence is on the table. This whole
Right.
thing is gonna be written up 10 times over in the gun club. I like they will aim to circumvent you in the future. Because that, like, maybe like I put my chips on the table too much. They know like how I think and how I feel about them, and they know how to act about this community now. They know how to act about me specifically. And Lily, which would you prefer? Which do you think you could do better with? Make a huge scene or lash out? Which do you have like a better idea for either of those?
Well, my thought with lash out is like immediately just being like, you know, um, some of us didn't grow up in fancy schools.
Oh God. Ooh. I mean, I don't think I do. I take damage from that. That hurt my. I don't think you
From
can
being
take
owned.
stress damage in this game from attacks, but that would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, but my thought is that could also be a huge scene. Like, they yell that in front of a bunch of other people, and like that stings.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, that whole thing you'd rather not remember.
I'd rather
I
not
have
ever think about or talk about or have anyone know about.
I have a specific way to phrase it that's really bad.
Okay,
Oh,
let
no.
it rip. Do it. Hit me.
He says, well, some of us weren't raised in fancy schools to be the next round of parliamentarians.
Hmm.
Mm.
Is it too
Oof.
dark to just drive the blade of my scythe into his head?
Do you wanna?
If you want to prove him right, go ahead.
It's up to you, really, in this case.
I don't know. But is that a move though, or is this a different kind of positioning?
You might be on your heel. Like, it might be the survival one, like the not, like the finish the fight one.
Oh yeah, that's a good way of thinking of it. Oh well, I don't know if the effects of this move play well into the kind of corner
That's
I'm
true.
backed into.
Yeah.
Um, trying to think. I'm trying to look for moves, see if because I want there's something here, right?
I might just let it happen.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking, but I almost
Because I feel like y'all have them. You have this guy pinned down. You've taken his communicator. Like,
yeah, I worry about like what that says about the tone of this game, though. Like, is that
that's
the
true.
direction we're gonna go?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about. What does everyone else think? Is that
Yeah, I don't think we should. I don't think brutal killing is something to start off with. I think if it
Not that.
happens, it would be built up to or ramped
Yeah.
up to rather than just something that happens right off the bat. I feel like it's
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's what we're aiming for. Like, some will inevitably happen, I think.
Right.
But like, you know, session 1, hour 1, we just murked a guy. He was helpless, and we drove a side through his brain. That's the game
Yeah,
you're all
I
here to
don't.
listen. That's what you're here for, viewing public.
Yeah. No.
I think the Clip's definitely upset, but I don't think Clip is someone who would just like outright murder a defenseless person. That's insane.
Yeah.
What if? Can I propose the following?
What? Yeah, sure.
What if you go for it, but somebody stops you?
Ooh, that's it. I was just gonna say like he just like drives her scythe like next to his head.
That's
I
fine.
mean, I'm right here. I have my sword. I can block.
I am also nearby and have been seen trying to prevent this guy from getting dead.
Yeah, I don't. The thing is, I don't think she goes for the kill here. Even I don't think it goes that far. She's not that fucked up. Like she's not gonna murder a defenseless person right now.
Yeah.
She comes close though. She's very hurt and upset right now, but she just puts her scythe into the ground next to him, just like, get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out of here.
It is. I think you have a second action, right?
No, I only have one action. That's like, I don't think I'm making a move by saying that. I'm just,
I'll take
Right.
my foot off him if that's something I can say I do.
Yeah. He's gonna persist.
yeah,
I think
that's what I thought.
yeah. So the thing that I'm curious, do I make them do dangers attack in this game, or I'm not sure how
Dangers
it
have
works.
effect. I think they do damage.
Okay.
I mean, like a Mike Ack.
So they just go at someone. It seems like that's the way it works.
I think ultimately the way dangerous NPCs work is up to you, really.
That's true. Up to you. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna say that it is not quite Dungeon World style, but that. I guess it's more of a traditional initiative system where they actually take a thing, but they just do the damage they do. That seems to be what it's implying here. So I think that the bandit is going to, or they're not a bandit, they're a gunslinger. The gunslinger is gonna raise up their pistol and try to shoot at Clip. Oh wait, that's not a -1. Hang on. Let me set that back to. Yes. Okay, so seven wounds. You can do that one move that lets you defend, but it's kind of a gamble.
Oh, I forgot there was a defense move.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, whenever
Which
you take
one's that
damage,
called?
you can roll a specific move, which is called. I'm gonna find it.
It's
Oh, be my
shield.
shield?
Yes.
Well,
Be
I
My
don't have
Shield.
armor.
Okay.
I
So
can't.
if,
I
if you
don't
don't
have
have armor,
armor.
then you can't use it. So you take 7 wounds.
Very brave.
Ow. I'm very brave.
He to me this looks like him just fully shooting Clip in the shoulder, right?
Yeah, that's not a graze. That's she done got shot.
That's a boof,
Yeah.
if I ever seen one.
But he's pretty heavy, so I don't think he can act again, and he can't move because he's pinned. So that's his turn. It's Garvel's turn again.
All right. Well, gunshot means I come running.
Fed
Yeah,
to
this
the
guy
rules.
pinned
You
by
hit the ground.
Acerala. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So if I say I use swing for the fences and deal damage, and it can I if I say beforehand I don't want to kill him, can I just knock him out?
Yes, I'll let you choose if he dies.
Okay, cool.
I'll let that
In
happen
that
in most
case,
cases.
I guess it's swing for the fences and try and just render him into unconsciousness.
Cool. What are you hitting him with? The gun again?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's
So that
probably
is
better
with
than kicking.
your +2 lethality. So let's roll that. That's an 8. So you get 7 to 9.
All right. One from each and deal damage.
Cool.
All right. Well, I think for the negative, the obvious choice here is damage someone or something you didn't want to, because there's so many of us in a small crowd. Like maybe when I bop him with a pistol, it goes off and hits one of the other nearby characters. Something like that, I think, is the most. I think that's probably what's going on. That.
I'm gonna die in the first 2 hours
God.
of this game.
And then I guess just get the upper hand, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for.
Cool.
So, render him unconscious and or helpless.
What's the damage on that weapon?
I believe he said it was 2d4.
I believe that's true for improvised. Oh yeah. He's done. Yeah, you bop him over the head. I do like the idea that the gun goes off.
Oh wait, did he take bleeding damage on his turn?
Oh, he didn't. I didn't roll that. Let me roll that. It's 1d6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's fully knocked out. Yeah, he's. Oh, I scrolled down again. Damn it. So yeah, I think you hit him with this gun, and you have the upper hand. He's knocked out, and I don't think he's gonna be getting back up for a bit. And oh god, I'm trying to think of what. I mean, does someone want to get shot by the bullet that fires off from this gun?
Any volunteers to take the misfire?
Yeah, I'll take
I feel
damage.
like,
Yeah,
I
sure,
feel
go
like it
ahead.
would be me, honestly. Like, I'm probably the closest.
That's probably true. I feel like Acerola is probably more likely. I'm gonna make you take half
Yeah.
the dice of damage,
Mhm.
just to be nice. You take 2, so if you have armor, that's fully mitigated. I think that is fully
Okay.
mitigated. So it just bounces
I'm
off
fine
Acerola's foliage. Yeah.
Some tough leaves.
Yeah.
And I think as this person is knocked out, the door from the place, the building next to you opens up, and an old grayish man, with sort of a long black beard, steps out. He has sort of completely dark eyes, and he's wearing a pleasant robe. He has kind of a scent. He smells vaguely of cooking, like he smells vaguely of like spices and meats.
Does he
Cooking
have
father.
divorce energy?
He might. Yeah. I feel like this is the most fun way to do this, which is out of character. We all know this is the swordsman Lethune. This is the person who killed the speaker. In character, people in Prime Square know him as Bright, Bright. And he steps out and he sees that his succulent has been destroyed, and he says, "I don't expect that was one of you, was it?"
Yeah, I'll just be truthful here. I'll just be like, I'm sorry. In the struggle, I must have caused some kind of shaking that made the thing fall over.
It is okay. Who is this gentleman?
Jerk
not
gun guy who
entirely-
shot me.
He pulled a gun on Banjo Pete because he didn't like the outcome of Frog Time, and then called in a mortar strike. You might have heard that earlier, but it looks like
No,
he's
this guy didn't. This guy didn't pull a gun because he was upset about Frog Time. He was someone from out of town.
Huh. I did hear that explosion. I assumed that it was someone having a bit too much fun.
You got 2 gunshots outside your house. Sounds like someone's having a lot of fun.
Well, you know how things are around here.
Yeah, fair enough. Could have just been Grendis walking around.
It certainly could have been. You you four look like you've seen quite a bit in this in the last couple minutes. I'm sorry I didn't step out. I was enjoying some beauty sleep.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope,
whatever.
No. Don't worry yourself over it, sir. We get the situation well in hand now.
Everything is under control.
I want to pick up the succulent and just see if it's still intact.
It
If I
seems
could
like-
just put it,
Oh, sorry, God.
if I could just put it in a new pot, maybe.
It seems like you could.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna pick it up. I'll go and get you a new pot from my place if you want something. I have many to spare.
That would be nice.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Bright.
Thank you for preventing anything else happening to my home here.
Yeah, what do we do with this guy?
Grindis and I have a cell we'll be able to hold him in at least for a little
Wait.
while.
Wait, do we? I don't think we have a brig.
We don't have a brig. We have Grindis and I have just sort of like a closet with
You have
some
what?
rope in it.
You have a what? No, we don't take prisoners here. What are you talking about? That's terrible.
Have a chat with him and send him on his way.
What kind of chat? You have a closet you keep people captive in? Why didn't I know about this?
Like, it's not like it's for like an hour. We tell them you did real wrong. Now
No,
go.
we
You
don't
don't
keep
get.
people captive in this town even for like an hour.
I'm sorry. That's a very good point. Do you normally have people's closet?
I mean, we've never had to put anybody in the timeout room. No,
But you've
And you
considered
never
that.
will.
it's important to have the option.
We will never use the option.
Maybe we could just have a nice chat with them outside. I could cook something up.
I don't want this guy to say anything to anyone here. I think we just drag him outside town a little bit and just have someone keep watch, make sure he doesn't come back.
Well, there's more people coming.
More.
Did you,
Probably. I don't know. Maybe he was lying.
did you find something out when you stopped the shelling?
Well, I yelled at them, and then they just ran off and said, "We will have more on our way." I think they were full of shit.
Well, they aren't going to catch us by surprise again.
Yes, and
Alright.
now we have a mortar.
We do have a mortar.
I think that's one security, probably, right?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
A murder. It's one security.
Oh yeah,
That's the exchange rate.
one mortar
Just-
each, one security.
Just got back, Mr. Bright, sir. Here's your succulent.
Thank you, thank you. This conversation you're having is very interesting. Would you mind if an old man gave his opinion?
I guess.
I was here when Prime Square was formed. Well, I came a few months afterwards, but I
think I was here before you, dude.
think you were. My
I think
point
you
is
were
that
also a baby.
What?
Saying, you probably don't. You think you don't remember for sure because babies don't remember much.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Being baby.
roll into town a year ago and start keeping people hostage in closets.
Yes, excuse me, succulent person. Is this a normal occasion? We just throw people in closets? Do you
It
have
is
people
not
in
a
a
normal
secret
occasion.
closet? Oh, okay.
No, I don't have any people in closets personally. What I was going to say is that we've spent so long building up this place. I think we owe it to ourselves and our neighbors to be a bit more proactive in our surroundings.
What do you mean?
Our eyes have been squarely on the day-to-day operations of this place, but I have a strange history, one that I will not bother you with the details of now. My understanding of the world is formed by instances where people did not know what was around them, where they allowed the unknown to creep in and destroy them. I think that it would do Prime Square well to understand what else is going on leaving. To send a group out, or an individual, or a duo, however many we need, to see what's happening out there, make friends, make enemies if necessary.
We do need more stuff.
It would be good to have friends.
I could always use more ingredients.
I think it's a good idea, but I don't love the idea of leaving this place to just Grindis. And you, no offense.
I understand. Banjo Joe has a gentle heart. I think
Who's
Faye
Banjo
will
Joe?
take good care.
Banjo
Banjo
Pete.
Sorry, in character
Ban-
they would say, Bright would say Banjo Pete.
yeah.
Banjo Joe was Banjo Pete's parent.
We
Banjo
don't talk about
Joe's
Banjo Joe anymore.
Banjo Joe's Bizarre Adventure.
There it is, the sequel to It's Up to You, really. I already set out. Get ready
Yeah.
for season 2, babes.
So confident in our success.
we also need to get Banjo Pete a new banjo.
Break.
Oh, it was broken.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of this feller's firearms had some negligent discharges directly into the banjo.
Irresponsible.
the way I see it, you should not draw a weapon unless you intend to finish your business. I find this blatant misuse of firearms quite displeasing.
No offense, but I'm not sure you know the most about weapons here.
Oh, I suppose not. Looks wistfully.
And deal. I think he's divorced or something. So weird. Okay.
Can I make a roll here, or make a sorry, not a roll, a move here?
Yeah, what move?
What do you do?
Consider the following.
Sure.
Okay.
What
I
what
have-
action are you doing to consider the following?
Yeah, like what are you doing?
I think this guy is weird.
Yeah.
He's just really, really weird, and Rizzo doesn't like him.
That's fair. So you're contemplating.
That's valid.
Like, who just stares off wistfully? Like,
He's yearning.
like, I don't know. Does this guy have a divorced wife? Do they just like have some secret backstory that is gonna come and get me killed here?
I guess
Like,
my wife tales.
because Rizzo just joined, leaving probably like I would imagine like a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I guess it wants to just kind of like take a look in the surroundings, take a look at the house, just kind of like this group, because I can't imagine that Rizzo is terribly close to anybody here right now.
Yeah. What's your wits?
2.
2. So you got a +2. So hopefully you'll do pretty well on this one. Boop boop. I got a 6. You failed. It's a miss.
Okay.
Remember to mark
on a-
experience.
On a miss, ask a question and all the answers suck.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna ask what is out of place.
That's a miss.
Yeah. So what is out of place?
I mean, we do. I'll let you. A lot of things could be out of place.
Yeah, I have a way that I'm trying to think of how to describe this.
Or better yet, what is about to happen? I think it would be like a good. It's a very good question. If the answer sucks. I think. Yeah, I actually want to go with that. If that's the case, what is about to happen?
Bright knows that there's something out there that's trying to do something. That's the answer I'll give you.
It does suck, so thank you.
I want to start like just you know, taking the guy's guns, maybe.
Yeah, quite a few guns there.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
To at least
I'm
95% disarmed.
Mhm. Just don't want him waking up and being mad again.
okay. Well, take his guns. Then me and Billy will drag him out of town and keep watch for the night.
Cassie, I'm gonna give you a discount amount of wealth from that.
Mhm. Okay.
So you're basically taking those guns as loot. I think most of them are broken at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'd want to like just pawn them for something else anyway.
Yeah. Cool. So y'all are. I guess here's the question: are you dragging the snake guy out, or are you like interrogating him?
I plan to drag him out of town.
Yeah, Clip has convinced me. I'm going along with their plan.
Cool. Yeah. So that night, um, the snake guy is dragged out of town, still passed out. So I believe I kind of imagine the surrounding areas as like plains with maybe some trees,
Mhm.
like some green trees, maybe like birches even, like birch trees, because it's a nice color, and then just like some like ruins in the distance and other communities that we haven't seen yet. And yeah, he doesn't seem to bother anyone. I think a night watch is set up and doesn't uh do anything. I actually just had an idea about Grendis, which is that I don't think Grendis sleeps.
Hmm.
I think Grendis is the night watch and the day watch. Like Grendis always is just watching.
I think a lot of times. I think it's like nights like tonight. Clip stays up and tries to night watch separate from them because she doesn't totally trust them. Just like with like Billy, and usually falls asleep on Billy, and Billy
Nice.
keeps watch.
Oh yeah, we gotta like put this dragon in some of these scenes because yeah, you do have a big pony-sized dragon following you around everywhere you go.
Billy, my reason was Billy. Billy is sort of autonomous in a way. I think of her a lot as shit. There was another example I was always thinking of, like Lion from Steven Universe, or like the
Yes.
deer from Infinity Train, where she just does her own thing a lot of the time and doesn't really take orders or anything. Like she cares about like people and like does stuff, but like also is inscrutable and keeps and like has her own like autonomy in a way that makes her impossible to control or completely understand.
Nobody tells a dragon what to do.
No, they don't.
Cool. So we're back at our break time about. Do we want to take a 5 or a 10-minute break?
I'm good with 5.
Me too.
I'm
I
good
just
with
need
5.
to go
I
get
think
more
I
water.
think a 5 would be good.
All right. So okay, hi everyone, we're back. Hope you didn't miss us too much. So yeah, the night passes. There's no more danger, at least for now. And in the morning, I feel like it's not. I don't think it's like a very. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there should be anything like exceptional going on in the morning, or if it should just be like normal
I mean,
time.
people are probably cleaning up because there were some mortar shells.
That's probably true. Yeah, people are cleaning up the street.
It's definitely getting talked about, you know?
Yeah.
What happened to the like the street lamp? Like, did we bury it? Did we give it a proper burial?
I think people are trying to re-erect it. Because because that's the type of people some people here are. Yeah. I think actually one thing does happen, and I think this kind of gets into like the latter category of like things happening, which is there was a group of people who came by. They all had like pickaxes and drills and like overalls, and they took one look at Prime Square, and then they skipped past us. And I think people are kind of upset about that. It's this realization that like, this place looks kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
And like this might be our home, but also like we don't have much. And for I think for a community that like focuses so much on its generosity, I think that's a scary idea.
Yeah.
Everyone can have danger.
Yeah.
They don't feel safe here? We have that big mortar outside. Why would they not feel safe?
I think people feel safe. I just don't know if they feel like they're going to be provided for.
Yeah. Hmm.
Because we lost Banjo, Pete's Banjo.
Yeah.
We're kind of viewed as a place to stop, not a place to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even as a place to stop, these people passed you over.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, Banjo Pete's pretty old, right? I wanna have Acerola go and so what is the sort of like them for when it comes to Fae Fair? Is it like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I imagine it as like fame for Banjo Pete.
I want to go
Fae
talk
Fair
to Fame, and I want to go talk to Fame and see what Faye know about like possibly any other towns, and if I could help like replace the banjo.
Yeah. Um hmm. I think Faye. Oh, I have a fun one. I have a fun idea. I think Faye like Faye opens a fair door, and lets Acerola in, and says
Mhm.
So I guess what are you specifically asking in this case?
Um, just like, hey, Banjo Pete, I just wanted to see how you were holding up after yesterday's commotion.
Not too well, Acerola. I'm gonna miss that banjo. It was a good one.
A one of a kind banjo for certain.
Yeah, people really rallied
Uh,
around it.
yeah, I go like, may I? And I like gesture to my mushroom hat to like take it off.
Yeah, Faye nod.
Okay. I take it off and it starts crawling along the floor and just chittering.
Nice.
Um, it's like, is there anything I can do to help? Like, do you know of any places that would have a replacement banjo?
Well, see, it's a nice banjo. It was a really nice one, but I've lived a long life. Had this one for maybe about 5 years. But the guy who gave it to me is still around. This they call him Jack. He's a coyote. Well, he's Neko, but he's shaped like a coyote.
Is he who you named your frog after?
Uh, maybe. Maybe it's sort of a probably subconscious if anything.
I
Haven't
see.
seen Jack in a long time. He lives up with the Sable visitors up north.
Is that far?
It's pretty far. Although he's kind of a rambling man. He might be he might be somewhere along the road.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it.
I pick up my mushroom, which I'm going to give the name Scrawny. And just put it back on my head.
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh, and keep an eye up there. The Sable Skies visitors are mostly nice people, but I hear that can be a little intense, especially with their oh no, I forgot what the title is. With that blank of theirs, and I'll tell you what I'll tell you what they said in a second. I just gotta find this. I know it starts with an A. My brain isn't working. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up I'm gonna look it up on my phone. Because my computer's being slow. It's like right here. Arbiter. With that arbor that I got up there. Just keep your wits about you. They can be a little distrusting sometimes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I won't be alone. Anyway, have a good day, Banjo Pete.
You too, Acerilla. Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything? Because I was thinking of like approaching maybe Garvel and talking to him about an expedition to go to the Sable Skies sanctuary place.
Not that I can immediately think of off the top of my head.
I don't know. It might be too much to confront Grendis about the kidnapping closet that they were keeping.
You can if you wanna.
I kind of want to. I kind of want to confront Grendis.
Yeah.
What if it's just a kink thing, though? What if it wasn't actually used for like captives?
God.
Oh no.
Garvel misinterpreted it.
want-
No. Oh, sorry.
I need to have a private conversation with Lantis.
Which
Do-
scene do we want to do
what,
first?
Do I do have one quick question. Is like, would I have reason to believe that Lantis is like pretty good at keeping secrets and is a trustworthy sort of guy?
Lantis is too I don't want to say dumb, but like Lantis doesn't really do like Lantis doesn't gossip. Lantis doesn't like converse unless it's like essential. So Lantis is probably a very good secret keeper.
Okay.
So do we want to do the Grendis or the Lantis combo first?
Why don't we do the Lantis combo first?
Sure. I think Lantis is like Lantis has this like lean-to shop. By the way, I haven't described this, but I imagine Lantis is like pretty damn big. Like Lantis is like the height of like a normal room, like that height, like a normal like domestic room. And so Lantis is just like pounding at a sword with a big hammer, like a big like industrial hammer, and I imagine Garvel approaches Lantis.
Yeah. So I come in and I'm carrying a bundle of like like old cloth wrapped around a long object. Lantis, I was wondering if you could do me a favor and just keep it to yourself.
Do we have a vocal effect for this?
This unit does not share secrets.
I really appreciate that. I got I got a bad feeling like I might have need of this. But I say as I hold up the bundle sometime soon. And I'm wondering if you could get some of the rust off and get it back into working order.
This unit is a skilled blacksmith, but also quite a skilled gunsmith. It would be happy to help.
Thanks, Lantis. I'll be back around later.
See you then.
I leave the bundle behind and head out.
Yeah, I think Landis keeps working on the sword, but like uses one of their. I think they have like their big hands, and then they have like some like little like compartments or like panels that pop off, like or not pop off, but like hinge off, and then they can like they have little like pit droid arms like from Star Wars where they can just like lift stuff up and move it while they're doing other stuff. So like yeah, they like move it to the side for now. Cool. And Grendis time, Grendis and Clip.
Grendis time.
Yeah.
Grenderino.
I think Grendis is on like one of her very few breaks. Oh sorry, there are very few breaks, and they're like, oh god, what do they do with their downtime? I think they're like sitting on like the
Oh, I
sitting
have
on,
an
like-
idea of something they do.
oh yes, hit me with it.
I think they play pinball. They have like a pinball machine.
Oh hell yes. I think they're also like taking like some sort of like cyber drug, like because like I haven't described their mask very well, but it's kind of like a cyber mask. Like it has like some like blinking like lights on it and stuff. And yeah, I think they're like inserting like a. You know how people describe vapes as being like USB drives? It's literally a USB drive, like and like pulling it out,
Sims.
and like smoke comes out of the USB slot.
Grandis is doing Sims.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and Grandis is playing pinball very intently. Grandis is one of those people who like gets the really high scores and like knows how to play the game actually.
Mm-hmm.
Are they doing it just like one-handed and like smoking in the other hand?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Only using one flipper. The other one's broken.
Yeah.
They don't need it as the thing. They do just as well.
Oh yeah, one of their hands is a big gun, so they literally cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How do you think the other flipper broke?
Yeah.
I think. I don't think like Clip kicks the door in or anything. I think she just goes into the place where Grendis lives and just like tilts the pinball machine. Like she doesn't knock it over, she just tilts it to the side so like the tilt thing goes on and you can't get points.
I was on a good run.
Oh, your voice thing isn't on.
I was on a good run.
I don't care. When were you gonna tell me you had a prisoner closet?
We haven't had to use it.
I actually couldn't understand that because of the voice.
We haven't had to use it.
Haven't had to. Were you going to use it?
Maybe.
Why? Do the other people in town know about this, or the community know? Like, you're just planning on keeping the next person who causes trouble prisoner until they give you what they want, or give.
Listen, Clip, that closet isn't for me or you. There are... Listen, these gun club people, they're messy. But odds are they're probably just going to take shots at the legs or at the shoulders. There are people out there. There are things out there. First they'll try and seduce us, then they'll try and kill us. You don't want one of those things waking up and realizing it's still alive. You want to interrogate it. You want to know what it's up to.
Why would I want to know what it's up to? What could it possibly know that could make life better for us? Could make this community safer at all?
Clip. You gotta...
Grenda. What?
There's... I've heard a lot of horror stories about what happened in the Sable Skies. My understanding is that for eons, the people who lived over there didn't know a damn thing. They didn't even know they were dealing with the Parliament. I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want Prime Square to be in that situation.
You think what's going to save us is taking prisoners?
Sometimes.
You think if we get the right guy in a chair and punch him enough, he's going to tell us what to do, and it'll work?
If we don't get what we want out of him, at least he'll be dead.
I couldn't understand that either, sorry.
At least if we don't get what, if we don't get out of him what we want, at least he'll be dead.
That's what we do now. That's what we do to people who cause trouble here. We torture them until they tell us what we want, and then we kill them if they don't.
Not all of them.
That's the community we're building. How long is it going to be until someone in town does something you think is dangerous? Something you think could be as bad as what happened in Sable Skies? And you put them in that chair and you torture them or kill them.
You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. There are things out there that... There are people out there who worship things that have 1,000 arms
You don't
and
know
1,000
what the
eyes.
hell you're talking about. How long have you been here? When's the last time you left here? You're afraid of nothing. I'm not saying there aren't threats out there, but I promise you, the next person that goes in that chair is not going to be an outside threat. It's going to be the next person you see that you suspect of doing something like what I'm doing. I know it.
You make a good point, Clint. I'm gonna get that closet broken down.
Yeah, you don't have to. And Clip just takes out her scythe and just smashes up the closet door and the chair in it.
Well, that was excessive. There was good wood there. Could have been used for something.
She leaves and she punches the glass and breaks some of the glass in the pinball machine.
No.
Pinball
Collateral.
machine.
Next time I'm going to your house and I'm breaking your shit.
I already broke all the shit in my house, dumbass.
We're good.
We've got to
You don't deserve
we've
anything
gotta
nice.
go- we've got to go on a quest. Take the broken pinball machine to the pinball wizard to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Okay, that scene just gave me an idea for what I want Rizzo to do.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes. What do you want to do?
So, first off, I'm not sure if I need to roll for this, but I want to bake something.
I don't think you need to roll.
Or cook. Okay. So if that is the case, then Rizzo wants to make. So a couple months ago, when everybody started flipping their shit about things that looked real but were actually just cake.
Yes.
I'd like
Yeah.
to make one of those, but of clips. It's clip right that has the scythe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
and then
that's right.
kind of like get all that wrapped up, and then wherever it is that Clip kind of like lives, I'm just gonna knock on that door.
So yeah.
Wait,
Clip
do I
hears a knock
understand?
on
You're
the door.
making what? You're making a scythe cake?
Yes, a scythe cake. It's just a cake. It's a very, very realistic 1-to-1 ratio of your scythe. It's amazing. She wasn't even close to seeing it there, but it looks like it.
Very convincing duplicate made of cake.
Yeah. And then I guess just kind of like try and find you or whatever, wherever Clip would be throughout this.
You come to her house and like she opens the door and she's like, she looks tired and like she was crying a lot recently. She's like, what the fuck do you want?
So you'll have a very, very large weapon, and I was inspired, to say the little bit, and I thought you sounded like you were under a lot of stress, so I made you something. And then I unwrap it, and it looks like your scythe on a piece of wood, or I guess.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I guess what's this supposed to do?
It's a cake.
Yeah, I've had cake before.
You eat it. Do you people not have cake here?
No, I mean, not recently. I just don't get what this is supposed to accomplish.
Well, I noticed that sometimes you seem to be a little high strung, and I just wanted to do something nice for you. You know, just give you a little. Just who knows when some. Anyways, take the cake. And she shoves it into your hands.
Um, I Clip is just kind of like flustered and startled now. Like, oh, okay, I'll have the cake. Thank you.
Yes. By the way,
Were
what?
were you gonna have some of the cake? Is it just for me? It's a
No,
lot
yes.
of cake.
Yes, it's just for you. Haven't you ever eaten the cake before? I swear. You said you've had cake before. You
I've
eat
had
cake.
I just don't know if it was like just a for me cake or if it's I'm supposed to share it or I don't really want anyone to come in right now. My room's kind of a mess.
That's fine. My kitchen's on that.
Hey Riso, that's
Wait,
a
is
sick
he-
cake.
Hey, thank you. I worked for like 3 hours on it.
I
You're
imagine
welcome.
I imagine Riso doesn't have a bedroom and just has like a cot off to the side in the kitchen.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Yes,
Like
yes, yes.
every once in a while they feel like they're about to pass out and so they stop cooking and lie down.
Exactly. She must cook.
o- okay, I'm gonna eat this cake later, maybe.
Later? No, you must eat it now. You have to eat it
I'm
now.
not.
It's gonna go
I'm not.
bad. Fondant doesn't last very long. I mean, it does if you refrigerate it. I don't know. Is there a refrigerator? Is there someone really cold in this?
There's a
Right.
refrigerator in the kitchen. I don't have one in my room.
Oh well, then I guess you'll just have to stick it in my refrigerator and come over sometime.
Yeah. Okay. So do I just give it back to you?
No, you must eat it first.
At least eat the blade, come on!
At
Um,
least.
she
Listen.
takes like a bite of the cake. She's like, it's good cake. I like cake.
Yes. See, you did. Now, isn't that amazing? Don't you just take a bite and go, no, there goes the stress.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I feel less stressed now.
That's it.
She's like slowly like closing the door, like
God.
Rizzo just has a big dumb grin on her face.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
I think I did a pretty good job of doing what Clip would do if someone gave her a cake out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Not just a cake, an unreasonably large cake.
It's a very large
Big
cake.
Just some dumb edgy teen baby. She doesn't know what to do. Someone baked her a cake.
So, I believe that Cassie, you mentioned Acerola potentially going to Garvel.
Yeah, where would Garvel be? I ask you, Garvel, I beseech thee.
Gosh.
Probably catch him tending his still.
Mm-hmm. Not like at a cowboy saloon.
No, I supply the saloon.
Yeah. Okay.
I threw my lasso away. I am a cowboy no more.
I'm gonna
I just have that aesthetic.
I'm gonna take my chub to that old town toad. I'm gonna croak till I can't no more.
Frog time.
Frog time. Okay. I want to go to Garvel's still. Just wherever he's working, I'll just like knock on wood.
Hey there, Acerola. Can I help you today?
Hi. It was quite a hectic thing that happened yesterday, but that was partially what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah, it was a right mess.
Hmm. You see, this has been the case for a while, but a lot of the Fey creatures uh, who live here that aren't me have been a little too afraid to go out lately, and uh, I really think that we need to do something to improve the vibe here, but also to maybe increase our allies.
Can't say you're wrong about that. I don't know.
Hmm.
Over past couple years, past 2 years or so, I ain't been here too terribly long, but long enough to have noticed that the stress levels have been getting higher year on year here.
It's certainly gonna be even higher now since Banjo Pete won't be able to lead the banjo circle without his instrument.
And who knows how long it's going to take for Frog Time to feel right again.
Yeah. When will frog time return to normal? But
You got a plan? You got some sort of ambition you're needing help with?
I am actually. I am looking. Maybe we could assemble a small party of people to uh, go over to the Sable Skies sanctuary and find the man who actually made Banjo Pete's banjo, so that we can uh, get the music up and running again.
That is a damn fine idea.
Who are you
Well,
thinking? Who would you think to bring? I'm more of a loner here.
I ain't never been one for command decisions. I guess just like whoever feels up to the trip. I mean, ask around, see if anybody wants to tag along.
Hmm.
Probably going to be fairly dangerous. Any kind of overland travel usually is, but
Is there like a town bulletin board? Like, I'm asking this out of character.
I like that idea. I like the idea of a town bulletin board.
Yeah, I'll just put it on the Animal Crossing bulletin board.
Yeah.
before you go, would you mind trying this new brew for me? I need a second opinion on the taste.
Sure. It's been a while since it's been a while since I've had anything to drink, but I am definitely a lady who can hold near liquor.
My intention was to brew it fairly mild, so as to not be too much for most folks. You know, sort of real casual style whiskey.
Hmm. Okay.
So, I'm hoping it's not too harsh. So, but my palate's pretty worn out. So if I could just, and I'll pour you like a little, just a little bit.
Don't baby me. Like, I'm not a kid. Like, give me the full amount.
It's a normal amount. It's one finger. It's a normal amount.
Okay. I throw it back and just like immediately just like spit it out, and I'm like, fire in my mouth.
It's still too much, then, eh? All right.
Yeah, a little too much.
I'll see if I can. Have to get some of the alcohol out. Maybe I can do something in the initial brewing process. I'll figure this out later.
Strain it through a sock or something.
I don't think we got any socks around here clean enough to improve the taste.
I think any sock could improve the taste.
You know what? I'll see if Riso's got any ideas on how to. They seem like their skills might cross over to this realm.
Mm-hmm. I've heard she's good.
But yeah, if and when you get a crew together for this, you can count me in it.
All right. Sounds good that I can count on you.
Suppose I'll have to try and
Sorry, go ahead.
I suppose I'll have to try up and scrounge up something for self-defense before then.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you know when I have everything ready.
Y'all have a nice day.
You too.
So what are you putting on this bulletin board? Like, what does it say?
I want to put a big sign. It's like individuals needed for a quest. We need to get Banjo Pete a new banjo.
Nice.
We'll and then I'll like outline the I'll outline the different things that we need, such as just sort of like rations / like refreshments to sustain us over the long journey. People who can handle themselves in a fight, and just kind of like medical supplies kind of thing, maybe, just in case someone gets hurt.
Yeah.
And by the way, didn't Clip get like hurt really bad earlier, and we didn't like?
I got hurt really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clip got hurt really bad. Let me see. Do we want to like, cause y'all have been like resting here for a day. We could do like the roles for the Oh yeah, we didn't fully decide. I think we're gonna do security mechanics. We're not gonna. So we're gonna do all the mechanics except for, what's the one?
Condition.
Condition. We're not gonna do condition because it seems like it decreases your group stats too much. But we're gonna do all the others.
Mhm.
So, I know one of. Oh right, there's no entertainment.
Yeah.
Although,
Well, if you have none entertainment, then roll 1d6 and reduce your stress by that amount.
right, you all are gonna take some stress damage, I think. God, you're gonna be staying here for like a day. Yeah. So I'm gonna do.
Hold on,
Oh yes.
real quick. We're not using condition to
We're not using
maintain the
condition.
base then?
Cool. Is it all right if I change one of my moves then?
So the only thing, I think that does condition still pertain? Let me.
Because I specifically have a move that just is like the group also uses less condition to maintain base, and that's why I took it.
Oh yes, that is true. Yeah, you can swap that out. We can take care of that. Another time though. For now, I'm actually just gonna say like we'll roll rations for Clip to heal, because you're kind of like staying here for like a half day, like you're probably gonna head out. So yeah, we're gonna give you some wounds back. 2, you get 2 wounds back, Clip.
Yay. 16 out of 21 now.
Yikes. That's not too bad. Okay. So yeah, I guess here's the question now. Probably wrapping up the session. And it's okay if we don't have answers now. We can circle around back to this next session. But I guess like I mean we're kind of at like the point that's like the like sort of joint storytelling conceit is that at some point Clip and Riso both need to decide, yes, I'm going to go on the adventure, because that's where everyone else is going.
Yeah.
But do you think your characters would decide to go on first blush? Do you think that you would, you know, like how do we want to do this, that sort of thing?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a good. That's if just we need to fix a banjo is a good enough reason to leave for Clip.
Yeah.
I think for Rizzo, she would probably see the mention of food and rations and be like, "Oh yes, this is a job for me. I must prove myself to this town." Because, like, yeah, this she hasn't been here for much and just mostly makes cakes for random people. And hold on, big community meals? Yes or no?
Yes. Right.
Okay. Well, I mean, there has to be other chefs. Like, did we finally decide on, like, I think Battle Chef Brigade games?
Yes.
Yeah, we have
absolutely
Okay.
that vibe.
Yeah. So I think maybe she just decided to like take over that project and commandeered the kitchen and now makes food for just everybody.
Yeah.
But there's more in the town, so she'll will be fine. Sorry. Yeah, I think mostly it's just like, oh, food. Oh, a chance to get out of the town and look for more food. Yes. Yes, excellent.
Maybe her spice cabinet is getting a little barren, or like
Yes.
it's like oh, I'm just using the same ingredients for every meal I make.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe the cake that she made was too ambitious. And now they need to go restock.
So-
I like that.
Rosie, I have an idea. What if like Billy has been looking in that direction in like a state of like
Hold on.
perfect reverie?
That's really bad.
Oh, what? What was that? Oh no, I think we lost Rosie.
Oh
Um,
no.
Rosie,
Oh
you there?
yes.
Hello? Is it better now?
I think
Yeah.
so. Can you hear us?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so I was
Okay,
gonna
good.
say, what if Billy has been like looking out towards the place where the Sable Skies Sanctuary is, in like a state of like perfect reverie, like a dreamlike state, like during the nights?
Okay, well that definitely worries me enough that I'd want to go.
Yeah. Because there are definitely, like, now that I'm thinking about it, there are definitely reasons why Billy would point in that direction. But I don't know if that's what, I don't know if you want there to be something more convincing, right?
I mean, because like I think, like as far as like closeness and ability to understand like an animal, Clip is like really far along that with Billy, and like she can tell, oh, she wants to go there. I don't want to I don't want to let her go by herself.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Like she has a lot of attachment to I think she has a lot of attachment to Prime Square, but like she has more attachment to Billy than Prime Square.
Yeah, Billy's been around longer.
And it's probably a known fact quantity that if Billy wants to go somewhere, she's going to go there eventually, whether you tag her or
Yeah,
not.
I can't. Billy is going to go there eventually, and I do think Clip's prepared for that somewhat.
Yeah, Billy is waiting on you.
I mean,
in
like
that
if anything,
sense.
like Clip's like putting it off like as much as she can.
Yeah. And then there's this sign on the billboard that's just like,
Here's a convenient excuse to finally get it over with.
And Billy made a noise when she saw that on the billboard.
yeah.
Billy doesn't have a mouth or any mouths. She just has eyes, but she does make noises.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think that's
Should we do end of session questions?
yeah, I think that's end of session questions. Let me pull those up. I'm scrolling up here. I'm trying to find them. I know they're like in the beginning of the book, right? They are, I think.
They're on page 45.
Oh damn. Let me.
It's
move
not
down there.
quite.
Not quite in the beginning of the book. Kind of in the middle of it, even.
Kind of in the middle.
Oh wait, that's up. Hang on.
It might be 46, but because I'm looking at the spreads, but it's because there's not a page number on it, but
yes,
it's next to page 45.
Yeah. Okay. So, after we finish the session of ZS2E together, the GM will lead everyone through the end of game questions. These questions are to the whole group, not one person in particular. Every time someone says yes to a question, the entire group gains 1 experience. Each advancement costs 5 experience and can be used in 2 different ways. You can either spend 1 advancement on a small boost or save up to 2 advancements to get something a little bit bigger. The act of spending an advancement is called a level up. So you can gather advancements. Your security is at 2, so you can only level up 3 more times. So you can only get to level 4 at the moment. But as you get more security, you'll be able to boost that. And I don't think I'm probably not gonna make it retroactive because that would be absurd. Where it's like you lose security and then you lose levels. That would be wild. Okay.
Yeah, like you can't level. Yeah, it would make sense. Like if we lost security, like we couldn't level up further.
Yeah.
Like if we were at level 4 and lost 1 security, we'd be stuck there.
Yeah. I think a lot of these questions we're not going to actually say yes to because we didn't really go on adventure, but...
Yeah, we are going to get a ton, I don't think.
Did you destroy a big enemy?
No.
No.
It's
Didn't
kind of just a guy.
do that.
Commandeered a big gun.
Yeah.
But the gun isn't enemy. The gun is
We
friend.
didn't destroy it. We didn't destroy it for sure because we kept it. We have it. If we broken it, then we might have destroyed a big enemy, but we kept
Yeah.
it.
Did
The
you-
mortar will be relevant later.
Did you make a new friend?
I think I did. I think I'm friends with Rizzo now.
I was gonna say yes to that too.
So
I
it
think
seems like
as much
friends
as
with
Clip is friends with anyone except for Billy. It's like, because she doesn't know how to make friends. She's bad at being a person.
That's fair. Did you go somewhere great? I'm gonna make an argument here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that maybe we should hold the philosophy that the place that we come from is great.
So the answer to the question is no, or it
Yes.
is great because
Because it will be yes, because we have gone somewhere. This is us being in Prime Square for the first time.
Yes, for the first time we have gone to the great place, Prime Square.
Yeah, we as players have gone to this great place for the first time.
Yeah, okay. If you want to give us experience that bad,
I'm very generous with
who
the
am I
XP.
to say no?
I like arguing for giving more XP than less because I like seeing characters have cool advancements and stuff. So that's 2. Did you find a treasure?
We found a cool mortar.
That sounds
Yeah.
like
That's
a
a
treasure. to me.
We did find a cool mortar. I was gonna argue against treasure. I was gonna say, Acerola found some cool guns that were worth a
Yeah.
little bit of money.
True.
Yeah, like hopefully I can use that to pay for the banjo.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about the world?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
We definitely have new
Many.
questions
I
about the
think it's
world.
Many.
conclusive that we've got new questions.
The answer to this question will never be no.
Can you entertain me and tell me? I want each of you to tell me a question that you have about the world.
Okay, I want to know where was Grendus before this?
Hmm.
I want to know what Bright knows that he's concealing. Like he clearly knows about some sort of danger that he's only alluding to.
I want to know. Gosh, who was it? The Jax guy, the Jackson. I think you said it was Jackson.
Jack the Coyote.
Or Jack the Coyote. I want to know what the fuck Jack the Coyote's deal is because that scene sounded interesting. In character, I think Rizzo is just more obsessed with Bright right now.
Right.
It's just like, who the fuck is this guy? Is her question. But yeah.
Cassie.
Yeah. I feel like my character is probably feeling like has felt very isolated in Prime Square, and and maybe a little out of touch with the world since having been displaced from near original world, just being in like the forest and stuff. And yeah, I think they want to kind of like know what's happening, like happening in other places, because because currently just in Prime Square everything feels kind of boxed in. So like, yeah, I'd want to know what like sort of the culture is in the sort of Sable Sky Sanctuary.
Cool. So that's 1 EXP. Let me get the last one or the last couple. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's 1 XP. And none of you met death.
Nope.
Nope.
No. Unless someone we saw today was death and we just didn't know. I don't think we met death.
I don't believe you did. So I believe most of you should have 5, right? 5 or more.
I definitely have enough for an advancement.
Yeah. So once you have 5 EXP, you can grab an advancement.
And how many
Um,
total was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, 5. That's 5 total. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's something to think about.
One for each failure, and I think it was 4 or 5 from our end questions.
I believe it's
I mean,
5 from the
It was,
end
it was
questions.
5. 5 total from end
1,
questions.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
I didn't count 5 for the. I didn't count 5 for the end questions. I feel like I only have 4 right now.
New friend is yes.
It's
Somewhere
Yeah.
great is yes. Find a treasure is yes. Questions of the world is yes. Fun is yes. That's 5.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So y'all can think about those advancements between sessions. For now, I'm gonna end here. Oh yeah, we didn't even do like names and pronouns for ourselves, but also I did put together those commands, so it's not too bad.
No, we did. We at the start we introduced names and pronouns.
Oh, you're right. I'm a fool. So, yeah. Let's do quick plugs, then we'll get out of here. Hi. Y'all know me. You're on my Twitch channel. Bird Allergies, known gamer. I am at twitter.com/birdallergies or at birdallergies on there. I am Ghoul Emotion on SoundCloud if you want to listen to my music. I do art sometimes. I stream a lot. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and also this Saturday game. And maybe not Mondays. We'll see. I need to make decisions about my streaming. And yeah, that's all. Who wants to go next? Plug yourself.
Could just go left to right, I guess.
Yeah, that's Audiovore.
So, I'm Peter, the Audiovore. You can find me at Dwarven Anarchy on Twitter. And starting tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can join me at twitch.tv/theaudiovore for Sci-Fi Sunday, where we're going to be playing a variety of sci-fi games, starting with the all-time classic Star Control 2.
Nice.
Woohoo!
I believe that's Rosie next.
Oh yeah, hi, I'm Rosie. You can find me on Twitter at Strawberry Mouse. The O is a 0. I will sacrifice my plug to plug my friend Paprika Gallus, who's a streamer and I've commissioned to make a character art for this game. Hey, Lily, don't put that there.
Yeah, I think you should buy Rosie's games at
I sacrificed my plug. I'm giving my plug to my friend Paprika, who's a cool streamer. Follow them on Twitter at Paprika Gallus, PaprikeGallus. They're very nice to me and support me a lot, so I wanted to give them my plug on this show.
keeping this up.
Okay,
Leave it
well,
there, it's good.
Minty,
Oh,
go ahead.
gosh. That is me. Hi, I'm Minty. You can find me on twitch.tv or Twitter, Archive of Our Own, all at RPG eGirl. And the one thing that I would like to plug this week is a Homestuck fan game that I am going to be working on with a few friends a little bit. If you are into Homestuck, it's currently open and we're looking for writers, music, background artists, all sorts of things. It's at HS New Game Plus. That's at H as in ham, S as in spaghetti, and then just New Game Plus. And submit an app if you've got anything. We'd love to have you on there.
And Cassie.
Hi, I'm Cassie. I'm on Twitter at for underscore ever underscore loam. And I also stream on Twitch. It's Cassie B. I don't really have a strict schedule, but mostly I run kind of like PS2 era games that I had fun with, like from my childhood. And I make music on I post like doodles of music on SoundCloud occasionally as as just Upside. And I would also like to plug my friend Olivia, who is Twitter at friendlyfroge. Yeah, she makes cool art and music and stuff, and she's my roommate.
Cool.
Aw.
Wonderful. I'm not going to rate anyone tonight. Of course, remember, if you hear someone say, your heart is a bullet you use with your body, run. And I hope everyone has a good night.